It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point, he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career. Not many chances now to lead an offense, but still capable if put on the field.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Slot man moves right. Again, they turn to Ford. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Caught here by Bell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now it's Flacco. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. We're scoreless after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 27. Now Geno.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On second down, a run with Dallas. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will start this drive with 4 to the 43, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Flacco looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Flacco. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Flacco will take to the air again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Flacco. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And again, it's Flacco to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Flacco. David Njoku, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Hopkins.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back to Walker on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 37, here's second down and 2. And Walker once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Flacco. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Once more, it's Flacco. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd down and 10.
Smith now to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Gino on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands, and a potential big play goes by the wayside.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is Ford, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run with Ford. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.